Today we're checking out something exciting, Versace Eros Najim. It's a special version made just for the Middle East and has been getting a lot of attention online. But is it really as good as people say? In this video, I'll walk you through how it smells at first, how it changes over time, how long it lasts, and what I personally think of it. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the story behind this fragrance. Najim means star in Arabic, and Versace created this as a tribute to the Middle Eastern love for bold, luxurious, and long-lasting scents. The bottle keeps the iconic Eros design, but instead of the familiar turquoise, it comes dressed in a deep amber brown with golden accents that give it a rich desert-inspired vibe. It feels heavier, darker, and definitely more premium compared to the regular Eros bottles. If you're someone who appreciates presentation, this bottle absolutely stands out on the shelf. Here are the key notes and how people describe the fragrance. Top notes are caramel, Italian mandarin. Middle notes are cardamom, oud wood. Base notes are patchouli, vetiver, incense and hints of tonka bean per official site. As for character, it is a warm, spicy, woody oriental overall. Now let's talk about the opening. Right from the first spray, Najim hits with a spicy opening. You don't get that fresh, minty blast of the original Eros. Instead, this one feels heavier, darker, and warmer. On my skin, cardamom immediately takes the lead. It's very noticeable and gives the fragrance a dry spiciness. Alongside it, clary sage pushes through with an almost herbal, intense spice that adds power. Overall, the opening isn't fresh, it's bold and spicy, setting the tone for a winter fragrance. But here's the twist. After about 5 minutes, the spiciness softens and you start to notice a strong caramel sweetness. That caramel slowly takes over the fragrance, becoming the star of the early development. Now let's talk about mid. This is where Najim really shines. The mid is more beautiful than the opening. The spice calms down, the caramel becomes smoother, and the fragrance takes on a cozy, warm sweetness. There's also out in here, but it's very soft, not overpowering, not animalic. It just adds a smoky, woody touch in the background, giving the fragrance a Middle Eastern flair without making it difficult to wear. This balance of caramel sweetness and gentle oud makes the mid-stage rich, comforting, and really addictive. Finally, the dry down, and here's where the Versace Eros DNA comes back. Once the caramel and spices fade, the base reveals that familiar Eros vibe, warm, slightly sweet, with that signature seductive undertone. The dry down is beautiful. It feels polished, cozy, and more wearable compared to the spicier opening. Let's talk about performance. Projection here is slightly weak, but not too weak. People around you will still notice it, especially in the first couple of hours. Longevity, though, is excellent. In cooler seasons, this lasts 8 hours easily, sometimes even more. That makes it a great choice for winter evenings, nights out, or when you want something cozy but still masculine. Comparing Versace Eros Original Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, etc. versus Versace Eros Najim. Versace Eros Projection. Strong early projection. The first 1 to 2 hours are very noticeable. You leave a scent trail. Over time, it settles closer to skin. Versace Eros Najim, slightly more moderate projection. Let's talk about the opening of Versace Eros. Fresh, mint plus apple plus citrus in many versions. The opening is bright and attention-grabbing. Versace Eros Najim. Less fresh opening. Instead of mint or apple freshness, Najim starts sweeter caramel plus mandarin and spicier. For long days, outdoor or daytime wear in warm weather, original Eros may have the edge, especially the fresher versions. For nights, cooler settings, or when you want something more intimate and luxurious, Najim may perform just as well or even better in terms of feel. If you want immediate impact and loud projection in the first few hours, say for a night out or party, the original Eros might feel more in your face out of the gate. If you prefer something that starts sweeter and warmer, evolves more gently, and feels cozy rather than sharp, Najim might appeal more. Who can wear Versace Eros Najim? Men, it's masculine, warm, and slightly spicy, so it leans more towards a male audience. The cardamom and oud give it a bold, confident vibe. Occasions. Evenings out, romantic dates, cozy, sweet, and masculine special events or formal gatherings. Let's talk about price. Prices vary by country retailer. So I will show the duty-free price of Versace Eros Najim in Dubai. Dubai duty-free lists Versace Eros Najim perfume 100 milliliters at aid 437. Let's calculate permal breakdown based on this price. If you pay 437 Arab Emirates dirham for a 100 milliliters bottle, then you're paying about 4.37 Arab Emirates dirham per ml. Ratings and final thoughts. Pros: pleasant and wearable. If you like sweet oriental scents, this is comfortable, not overly polarizing. Cons: projection and opening is not impressive. So let's break it down with my personal ratings. Bottle design: 10 out of 10, absolutely stunning amber and gold look. Opening: 6.5 out of 10, spicy, bold but not fresh, and can be polarizing. Mid: 8 out of 10, smooth caramel, cozy out, much better balance. Dry down: 9 out of 10, the best part, beautiful return of that Versace Eros DNA. It's bold, spicy, and cozy with a beautiful dry down that keeps the Eros DNA alive. Projection: 7 out of 10, slightly weak but still present. Longevity: 8 out of 10, especially strong in cooler weather. Overall scent profile: it's a solid 9 out of 10. It is super masculine, cozy, and totally elegant. So overall, I'd rate Versace Eros Najim 8 out of 10 as a complete fragrance, but for the scent profile itself, it's closer to a 9 out of 10. If you love the Eros line and want a richer, warmer, more Middle Eastern twist, Najim is definitely worth trying. And that wraps up my review of Versace Eros Najim. What do you think? Would you hunt this one down or stick with the regular Eros line? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more fragrance content, and I'll see you in the next one.